Hey everybody, and welcome back to a very special episode of A Stable Life. We are doing our second Ask Me Anything. We put out a post. We also are going to be combing through a couple of our videos and answering your top questions. We are actively working on making cookies right now, and we've got everybody here. As you guys can see, we've got Jalissa.
Hello.
We've got Gavin.
Hola.
We've got Megan.
Hello.
All actively working on doing cookies. Today we're doing scoop cookies. And like I said, if you guys want to see more cookie content, let us know. There's no better way than letting us know if you want to see more of what type of content than dropping a comment, hitting the like button, sharing the video. We greatly appreciate it. That being said, let's get started with answering your questions. And we're going to start off with the biggest one. Since we're in this kitchen, you guys want to know a little bit more about Grammy. Let me look at the exact question we got here. How many siblings did she have? Are you and the missus discussing future family plans? Or are you both content with the horses, donkeys, and Leia as your offspring? Gavin and Petey, do they have siblings? What does Gavin do? All right, so Becky, you got a lot of questions in this one, and I think this is a lot of people that are going to want to know about it. Let's start off with Grammy. Some information about Grammy. You guys know Grammy. She's the one that's making lunch for everybody, making dinner for everybody. I got to go do cookies. We're going to put this over here to Megan, who's going to continue this conversation.
Grammy is a... How do I word this? I'm so bad at this.
This also answers the question of why you guys don't see Megan as much on the videos. She gets very camera shy, the poor thing. Yeah, it's like the camera turns on and it's like all the words gone, out of the brain. And so we do our best, but at the same point in time, the last thing that I want to do is just take a camera in front of her and be like, hey, what do you got to say after a long day? So I don't do that to her too often. Do it a little, just a little.
Like right now?
Yes, right now is one of those times.
Yes, so Grammy is like me, a girl with only sisters. So all her siblings are sisters. She has quite a few sisters, and she's very close to each and every one of them. She does dinner with them every Sunday. After she does dinner with all of us, she goes on vacations with them, spends time with them, knows all of their children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. So she's very close to all her sisters.
Another really popular question that we get all the time is about Megan and I. Megan, are we planning on having kids? That's a big question. A lot of people ask all the time. What is our answer on that?
That's a valid question because we are a happy married couple of almost 5 years.
So I understand why people want to know that, and we will see. We will see how it goes.
There you go. There's your answer. We're not spoiling nothing. We have nothing to spoil. That being said, we love all the little ones that are running around, both human and animal. We love anything that's really a baby. I mean, well, good Lord. Odin is absolutely adorable. And then you got Lily, Ronnie, all of them. Which is basically me going into the next big question is, can we get an updated family tree? Would you guys like one? If you don't know what I'm talking about, my man Gavin here actually went through and made us a family tree. You remember doing that?
I do. Here's the original copy of it. Pretty extensive.
Isn't that pretty good? So we're going to do a little bit of an updated copy of the family tree. Now, understandably so. This is a video going out to thousands of people. So we are not going to disclose way too much personal information, but we are going to give you a little bit of a background on things. And considering you guys know us from the Veggie Boys, from the Stable Life, from Daniel and Sadie's Beyond the Farm, this basically means that we're going to be sticking to my side of the family, which would be my grandmother's side of the family, because that's where everybody comes from.
And to help you guys understand it, I made a nice looking chart right here for you to follow along.
Wait, he said. For the remainder of the family tree, to help you guys with it, we're just going to kind of have it there so you guys can see what's going on. Thank you, Gavin. So we're going to start right at the top with Grammy and Ronnie. That would be my grandfather. Those two are the ones that we're going to be kind of going from, and we'll go from there. Lot of history that goes back. We can maybe talk to Brian and my mom, and maybe even Rhonda, if we can get her on camera, about what the history was like there in future videos. I know you guys would love that. Trek is if we can get them to sit down and on camera talk with them about it a little bit. From there, Grammy had 3 children.
The oldest being Brian, or as a lot of people know on the Veggie Boys, Pop Pop. And then Rhonda, which you don't see too much, but she works in the store and is the big manager for the greenhouses. And then Joel's mother, Dawn. And their spouses would be, so Brian is married to April or Mimi. Rhonda is married to Trey, and Dawn is married to Jonathan. So Jonathan is Joel's dad. If you want to
I'm here.
Eric also has arrived.
Yeah.
Would you like a microphone?
Sure.
I'm sorry, Eric. We only have 4 microphones.
Don't worry about it. Don't even.
You guys, if you guys ever wanted to know where Eric works,
Yeah.
now you know.
Yeah.
Now you know. So
Wait.
that answers that question.
Yeah.
We're doing an Ask Me Anything. So everyone's big
Okay.
questions we're answering. So,
Okay.
Eric, where do you work?
I don't know.
So, are you stopping by after a day's work?
Yes.
Look at this guy. Are you here to help make cookies?
No.
No.
No. No. No. Not at all.
All right. Continuing on with answering your question about the family tree.
Brian and April's 3 sons. You got the oldest being Matthew, the middle being Andrew, as you guys know as the veggie boy, and the youngest is Daniel. And then each of them are married now. Matthew is married to Tracy, Andrew is married to Lauren, and Daniel is married to Sadie.
And then, of course, they have had children, which would be my grandmother's great-grandchildren. And they are Andrew and Lauren.
Which is Lily, Ronnie, and Callie.
And you got Daniel and Sadie.
Which is Aurora.
And then, of course, Rhonda and Trey, they would be my aunt and uncle. Rhonda and Trey had 2 boys. You've got Timothy and Tyler. Tyler married Hattie, and Timothy married Autumn. For Timothy and Autumn,
It's Owen. Jonathan and Dawn had Joel, and then Joel married Megan.
making me an only child. And, of course, my cousins, Matthew, Andrew, Timothy, Tyler, and Daniel. Not in that order. That's just how my brain brought them out. And that's basically all of us on the farm and what we're doing. But there is, of course, the extended family. There are people that you guys don't see on the daily here on the farm that are family. And though I'm not going to include everybody, there are some noteworthy people to include in this family tree. One of them being our beloved Aunt Becky. You guys see her manning the cash register all the time here in the store, and she does a lot working with the farm market and the family. And she is April's sister.
So April has 3 sisters and 2 brothers. One of her sisters is Becky. Becky's husband is Jeremy, and then they have 1 child, that be Kimberly. So Kimberly is not specifically Joel's cousin, but she is Matthew, Andrew, and Daniel's cousin. But she's super, super close to us, so we just all refer to her as our cousin.
And now for the crazy part, which is all of the connections, because that alone is pretty wild. And for you guys to go over all the connections, there's no one that is better at explaining these connections than my wife Megan. So we're going to give her the camera.
Are you ready to be confused? So it gets very confusing, but it makes sense once you learn the story. So to connect everybody, let's go by who got married first. So Andrew and Lauren got married first. Lauren is my older sister. So Lauren and I married cousins, Joel and Andrew. And then the next ones to be married were Tyler and Hattie. Hattie is Lauren and I's friend from when we lived in Florida, and we grew up together. And then is Matt and Tracy. Tracy is Lauren and I's cousin on our dad's side. So Lauren, me, and Tracy all married a cousin and 2 brothers. And we're all 2 sisters and a cousin, if that makes sense. So then Joel and I got married. There's another marriage in between, but she is from Pennsylvania. She's the only Pennsylvanian. So she's not like all intertwined in all of the different families, but she is married to Timothy. That is Autumn. So then after Timmy and Autumn, Joel and I got married. And like I said, Lauren and I are sisters. So that's really how I met Joel, is because he is Andrew's cousin. And then after that, Daniel and Sadie got married. And Sadie fits in because she is Hattie's littler sister. She is also one of my best friends from when we lived in Florida. And then my siblings, I have 3 sisters, 2 older and 1 younger. From oldest to youngest, it goes Nicole, Lauren, myself, and then Taylor. And then I also have 20 cousins in total. So most of them live in Florida, except for Tracy, of course, who lives up here. So Lauren, Tracy, and I live up here, and then we have around 17 cousins that live in Florida, a couple elsewhere, but we have a big family down in Florida as well.
Just like how up here we had everyone had boys, although it was only 5, not 20. Down there, everyone had girls, and 20 of them. It's kind of crazy. But that gives you an idea why so many came up to Pennsylvania, specifically Megan, Tracy, and Lauren. So there you go, guys. That is an updated family tree from Veggie Boys and A Stable Life, as well as extras going all around. Pretty cool, right? I forgot to turn my microphone on. And then, of course, there's the big connection that you guys all want to know, which is, are Gavin and I related? What is our relation? How did Gavin get here? Who are you?
I actually just moved in from up north, and there's no relation at all.
Yeah, believe it or not, that's it. If Gavin's mom married my uncle.
Not even. I just showed up.
I do have a number of uncles and aunts from my dad's side. My dad has 2 brothers and 1 sister. One of my dad's brothers, his oldest, married Gavin's mom, and that is how Gavin got down here. You guys were originally from Massachusetts, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so they were up north, Massachusetts. They moved all the way south to Pennsylvania. How do you like it down here?
It's the same, almost, pretty much.
We get less snow, though. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, a little less snow.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. And so there you go, guys. That is an updated family tree from Veggie Boys and A Stable Life going all the way across. We will continue to update it as the family tree continues to get bigger and more branches continue to stem from it. I hope you guys appreciated that. That was a lot of work going through all that. It's a big family. And yes, every Sunday we get together and have family dinner. What is our current total? Gavin's got it memorized because he does the seating pattern.
21.
That's right, and growing. So every Sunday, Grammy makes a meal for all of us. We view family as the most important thing. So that is why we always try to at least meet together minimum once a week, but we're together more than that through the week.
I should add, that's 21 people who sit in seats at the table out there. Including all the babies, there's 25.
Little footnote next to the number. I like it. Another big question that we get all the time, we're going to have Eric ask it.
Are there any future projects for the stable?
I'm glad he asked that. We have a nasty habit of being dreamers at this facility, and so we are always thinking of more things that we can do at the stable. Am I right, Megan?
We always have something going on. We always have projects.
We're trying to get our sugar cookies down. How are they coming?
I'm not a big fan of sugar cookies, so I don't even know if I'm a good critic for them. But I've just never loved them, so I keep changing.
That being said, let me try a bite here. I'm gonna make
Not
sure.
bad.
I think that's our best yet. Yeah, I think that's definitely our best yet. With the hay barn fully built, the main things that's left to do in the stable is upkeep, kind of getting the stable looking nice, painting doors, making sure everything that gets broken when a horse breaks it, getting it repaired, trying to keep the stable looking nicer, all of those things, the day-to-day stuff. Are there any big projects planned? We are planning on updating some of our fence lines. We also have some big drainage projects in the works, but those are going to be in the future, maybe 2026, probably 2027. We'd like to kind of continue to do stormwater management on the facility, different things like that. But to my knowledge, we actually don't have any major projects currently in the works. Another popular question is, Gavin, do you have any siblings?
I do. I have 2 older siblings, a brother and a sister, but they both live in Massachusetts still, so we don't really see them that much in person.
To be honest with you guys, even though Gavin and I are not related by blood, we definitely do feel like brothers. We treat each other like brothers. It's very common for us to almost kind of forget that we're not related because of how we are with each other. So we have a really good relationship. Woo! Look how good they look, guys. Look at that. Another question that we got is, Gavin, have we found the Tucker cam?
We did find the Tucker cam. It's not where you would have thought it would be. You'd think maybe it'd be like way out in the field and brushes somewhere. No, it was in the middle of the big field in the open, between the one fence line and the hay barn, just in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I think it was in such an obvious place that it actually was so well hidden, because I drove past it, my mom drove past it, Gavin stumbled across it when he was taking out manure. So like, it's crazy. But yeah, we did find it. Another question that we're getting, Gavin, is did we ever find what Tucker was getting into, and have we fixed that?
Yes, there were a bunch of trees that were downed out in the big field, but that was all chopped up by Joel's dad, Jonathan, and it was all taken out.
Yeah, so free firewood for us, which is a plus, and Tucker's good. Done and done. Another popular question that we get, this is in reference to Gavin, but it's also alluded to Peter. Gavin, do you do anything besides editing and on working on Sundays? Do you have a girlfriend? And then that question's also posed to Peter.
I'll answer for Peter first because he's not here. Peter does some volunteer firefighting work, outside of helping out on the farms. He does have a girlfriend. For privacy reasons, we won't really say much about her because we don't know if she is willing to be, talked about. So we'll leave it at that.
Not our relationship, not our girlfriend. We'll leave that up to Peter if he wants to talk about it.
As for me, I do not volunteer firefighting, but I do volunteer work throughout the week. Pretty much every other day that I'm not working, almost, or editing. And I do not have a girlfriend currently. I'm not in a rush to get there because I have some things I need to work on currently still. And I'm only 22, so I'm still pretty young.
So there you go. This next one's pretty good, and I'm even going to actually extend it over to Gavin and then Megan as well. In our working with the horses, have we ever been bitten or kicked? I'll go first. I have been kicked at once on camera, but I have never had a horse make contact with my body while kicking. I have been nibbled on, but never bitten with aggression.
I have never been kicked by a horse or kicked at by a horse. Similar thing, I've been nibbled, but there has been a direct contact hit from Rocky. He kicked me. It felt like a tiny little brush, and he just immediately ran away, and I thought it was very funny.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. Megan, have you ever been kicked or bitten by a horse?
No, I have not yet.
What about a donkey? Those are vicious.
Buster tried.
This next question also ties into our do we have any future improvements plan. One thing that is on the list is that hill that you guys see from the big field of the horses coming in. It is on the list. We do plan on putting in a retaining wall where there is a fence right there, actually lengthening out the hill so it decreases the slope, and putting in new material so it's no longer muddy, but it actually gives the horses more traction. That's going to be quite the project though, and we wanted to get the hay barn taken care of first. Wanted to be able to feed the horses since they already are able to go up and down the hill quite well, but that hill will also be dealt with in time. This next one's also for you, Gavin, and it's specifically something that has come up recently because of these microphones. By the way, thank you for sending us these. A lot of people are saying you should take up some ASMR content. What do you think about that?
I think that I can't do it. Joel, have a fry. That was good.
They're really cold.
They are.
What are we having for dinner, guys?
As you saw me eat already, I have Wendy's.
I have Taco Bell.
I have Taco Bell too. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Next question up is going to be, what is our favorite food at family dinner? My favorite is pork, mashed potatoes, and sauerkraut. That combination I love so much.
We just had that this past Sunday, didn't we?
It was pretty good. This past Sunday was ham.
Oh, it was ham.
And that is my number 2, actually, right there. And then pairing that off with a nice homemade slice of apple pie. That's me.
I'd say my favorite is probably just, it's considered a classic. It's the turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, corn. Grammy makes that, what would you say, once every couple months?
Seems like once every 5 weeks.
5 weeks? Once a month then? About once a month. But there's something about it. When you're done eating it, you just feel so satisfied.
One of my favorite things that Grammy likes to do is you'll hear her on Saturday be like, Brian, I need you to grab one of the turkeys out of the freezer. And then Brian will come up with like a 30-pound turkey. And he'll be like, I hope you're hungry for tomorrow, Joel. This huge turkey. And I'm just like, oh my word. Yeah, we're spoiled.
My absolute favorite Sunday dinner is when Grammy makes like a turkey dinner. Turkey, stuffing, and then she also sometimes does this thing called like stuffing mashed potatoes, which is mashed potatoes and stuffing put together in a casserole. That is absolutely delicious. I love when she makes like the bacon Brussels sprouts and then a pumpkin cheesecake to go on top of it. That is my absolute favorite, with gravy all over the turkey and the stuffing.
High five.
Oh yeah.
We had the same answer.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the only right way to go.
It's the best.
Joel's is very good too, though. That's probably in my top 5.
Jalissa, have you ever been with us for family dinner?
Yes, I have. This past Sunday.
It's okay.
I've been with family dinner. It was the ham and the sauerkraut, and
Horseradish.
the horseradish. And Grammy did make this whole vegetable spread with like, I believe it was butternut squash, carrots, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts. And she put some seasonings on that. She put some oil on it, and then she put it in the oven. And it came out really, really good. And I think that was probably my favorite dish from that Sunday dinner.
Okay, we're now going to, since we've answered the questions that you guys left on our post, We're now going to answer 3 questions from our 3 most popular videos from 2025. Answering a question from our video entitled Making Homemade Cookies as a Family, which is about 10 months old right now, and that was all of us together. One of those clips was shared in our most recent video, and it was a question about the ingredients for cookies, and it was, are all of these ingredients written down in a book? The answer actually is yes. Megan, and then before her Lauren, and then before her Rhonda went to great effort to write down recipes. Each of them have made slight iterations and changes as time has went on. So each girl has made a slightly different version of cookie. But yes, they are penned down. Great question. Next one is going to be from our video, Bad Storms Put Our Building to the Test. Boy, wasn't that a fun day, Megan?
That was an absolutely awful day.
Didn't you like being down there? The stressful feeling of the whole building about to collapse, the wind literally blowing you over, and you were in tennis shoes and casual clothes in the mud?
I was actually in dress flats. So my shoes were slipping everywhere in the mud. At one point, the mud actually sucked one of my shoes off, and I was just running around half barefoot. I was calling all of the other boys on the farm saying, get down here right now. Daniel came flying down in a tractor. Andrew and Brian and Matthew ran over the hill to try and help us, and it literally took all of us strapping the barn, using tractors to keep that thing up. It was the most stressful thing.
And it paid off too. That building is solid. Other than the garage door, which we're working on.
Okay, that we didn't know about.
Yeah, you live and you learn, right? All right, I actually went through that, and most of the questions in that video were all like construction-based questions that have been answered by just the building being constructed. But that was a very stressful day that happened in that video. And it taught me something. 2 things. 1, you guys love crazy stuff happening in our life. So when crazy stuff's happening, I should record it. And 2, it also taught me the importance of putting down extra structural anchors before your building is fully constructed. I'll be sure to remember that for the next hay barn. And lastly, we've got a question from a video that happened this summer, which is stacking hay in the summer heat. That's about 4 months ago. And we got a lot of questions in here in this one. One of the things that I like is a question from Feed the Speed. It says, is no one going to acknowledge the horse poop inside the hay side of the barn? Like, is there a ninja horse among them? The answer is yes. We did have a ninja horse. Tucker. Agile. You wouldn't imagine a horse that big could be so agile, but he is. He's so big he was able to crawl over everything, get in there, and then he basically had the entire hay barn as an all-you-can-eat buffet. Worked out. It worked out. We did have to actually make some modifications there. Still have to make more modifications to kind of perfect everything. But the barn's in its first year. We're learning, right? That's something you guys forget. You know, I'm only 28 years old. All the things that you see, everything happening, is a learning process. Yes, we get experience passed on from my father, my mother, my uncles, but all of us are learning as we go through this. And mistakes are one of the best ways for you to learn. They're not always the best. They don't always feel the best in the moment, but they're the ones that make you remember how to change this so it doesn't happen again. And that is a key lesson. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Ask Me Anything. I want to know 3 things from you in this video. First, if you're watching this on the TV, which 60% of you are, remember to hit that like button. You can do it on the TV. I'd greatly appreciate it. 2, if you want another Ask Me Anything, these were fun. In fact, a lot of us had a lot of fun answering these questions. We're happy to make more for you if you'd like. Just remember to ask those good questions and we'll answer them. If it's what you want, we will provide it. And 3, most importantly, thank you so much for watching. You guys watching all the way through the video, telling others about it, or even just enjoying it silently. It means the world to us, and we appreciate that so much. Thank you for being a viewer. Hey guys, thank you again so much for watching. If you haven't,
Don't forget to hit that like button. And hit the subscribe button.
And as always,
We'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to eat cookies.
yes.
that too.
What happened to Bob Blossom?
Eric!
Look at that.
Whoa, calm down.
Oh.
On 3. 1, 2. Just hold it and talk to it.
Okay.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
And to.
Yeah, see, it's not as easy as it looks, is it? Yeah.
Help you guys remember.
Bro, lock it.
This guy's got.
I got it.
Just let Eric go. He's got it. He's
Yeah.
cooking.
All right, and to help you guys remember all this or to keep track of it, that guy Gavin is going to take care of it and have a chart for you guys. All right, and to help you guys, just yeah,
This is Pete.
yeah.
Let's go by marriage. Hello. Don't put that.
They're pretty melted. I forgot they were in here.
You guys like Wendy's Frosties? Use code STABLELIFE to get 25% off.
Wendy's, hit us up. Plus
Good stuff there.
Plus this burger. If I had a girlfriend, she'd be yelling at me not to eat this. No, we're filming content.
Peak content.